Is bigger always better? I mean, seriously, think about it. Some people think that size is everything, while others say it's not about size at all. It's about how you use it. I'm talking about World of Warcraft servers, you absolute degenerates. Get your heads out of the gutter. But seriously, open up, because we need to talk about modern obsession with huge populated servers, because they are ruining MMOs. We have been brainwashed to think that more players, bigger realms, instant queues means a better game. We want thousands of players in capital cities with non-stop actions. But today, I'm here to tell you why my absolute best time playing World of Warcraft was on a realm called Death. Back when fresh Wrath of the LichKing Classic launched, everyone was losing their mind trying to get into the realm named Thekal. Queues were insane, like you log in and you just accept that you might not play today. And I didn't want that. I didn't want to spend my fresh MMO experience staring at the login screen, you know. Especially because I hadn't even played TBC, so I already felt a bit behind going into Wrath. Like I was jumping into a story halfway through. So when fresh RAM dropped, it felt my chance to actually start properly. No years of economy inflation, no stack guild monopolies, no veterans versus newcomers gap, just everyone starting from zero at the same time. That idea was honestly kind of exciting for me. So I tried to get into one of the biggest fresh realms, but it was full. So I ended up in the backup server named Jindo. On paper, Jindo was a disaster. Low population, barely any bots because there wasn't enough gold in the economy and enough buyers to make it worth, you know. No inflated auction house, no instant groups. Everything was slower, more expensive and way less convenient. But weirdly, that's exactly what made it feel different. Why? Because if the server is this small, you stop seeing random names. You start seeing people. I was playing mage, and once we hit higher levels, there weren't 50 dungeons group waiting in LFG. There weren't endless options. If you wanted to run something like BRD, you were just rotating through the same 10 to 20 players every single day. And that changes everything, because you're not just a mage in LFG anymore, you're the mage. If you were good, people knew you. People invited you instantly. People trusted you. You basically became part of the server's known roster without any system telling you that you mattered. But here's the funny part. It also works the other way. If you were a ninja looter or a toxic player, you didn't get a warning. You got something way worse. You got socially deleted. Nobody plays with you again. No queue reset, no fresh start, just done. And I genuinely saw this play out in real time during Nax. There was this guy who was a raid leader and I had issues with him in raids. Nothing crazy at first, but over time it escalated. And because the server was so small, people actually started paying attention. Logs started getting shared, and mistakes started getting remembered. Drama started spreading between raid groups. And at one point, basically, I watched his entire raid setup collapse. Not because of Blizzard, not because of gear, because of how the server reacted to the information which me and other guys sent to them. And that's when it clicked for me. On a big server, you're replaceable. On a small server, you are accountable. And the drama, honestly, it was kind of insane. Not guild versus guild drama. I'm talking about server war politics. Because there were only few raid leaders on the entire realm, everybody knew exactly who was running what. There wasn't 100 random guilds, there were just people, and everyone had history. And I'm not gonna pretend it was all clean. It got toxic, like actual toxic. There were moments where you wouldn't just beat a raid. You would go out of your way to wipe them, on purpose of course. And because the player pool was so small, that wasn't just content. That had consequences. Sometimes entire raid groups would fall apart after that. But here is the weird part. That wasn't the end of it. Because the same players, they don't disappear, they don't get absorbed. You'd see them again next day on your own team. So the server wasn't just competing, it was constantly reshuffling itself, like a living ecosystem reacting to pressure. And yeah, it was chaotic, it was messy, sometimes it was even straight up ridiculous. But it felt alive, because every move you made actually stayed in the vault. Compare that to a mega server today. Everything is too smooth. You queue up, you play with nameless strangers, you finish the dungeon and you never see them again. It's highly convenient, sure, but it's also completely lonely. So yeah, big servers give you convenience, but the small servers give you a home. Personally, I would rather be a legend on a dead server than a ghost on a mega server. Let me know how you think about this topic on the comment section. Would you rather have a faster queue or being known to others in the server? By the way, I haven't even called to subscribe on my last video. If you're enjoying my content, please make sure to subscribe because it's gonna help me a lot.